Over the last year, we were looking at different solutions to be able to scale with our organization. Last year, we grew the organization about 1,000 employees. This upcoming year, 2014, we're looking to grow the organization another 1,000 employees. So within the organization, from a technology perspective, we needed to come up with technology solutions that would scale with our organization. In the past at ZS Associates, what we've had in place from an IP telephony standpoint was an on-premise Cisco solution that had call managers in North America, EU, and Asia Pacific. And then basically what we did was we went out and all that equipment was becoming end of life. And what we did was we went out and looked at various cloud-based providers. What we were looking for in a hosted provider was the ability to take our on-premise solution and move it into the cloud, along with being able to integrate with our current communication platforms that we had in place. We migrated from Lotus Notes to Exchange and Outlook in a hosted environment. And in addition to that, we moved from our on-premise Cisco IP telephony system to a hosted IP telephony system through West IP. We did take a look at various vendors in the cloud-based environment for IP telephony, and we took a look at Gartner was one of our critical decision factors for taking a look at some of the individuals in the Magic Quadrant. And definitely West IP and their HCS Cisco solution was one of the products that we did take a look at. And we did decide to go with West IP based on the fact that they were able to provide us a global solution, a scalable solution, allowing us to implement that solution in the US and expand the scalability out to our global landscape throughout the organization. The West IP HCS solution basically offered us a lot of flexibility. It offered us various features and functionalities within different packages that we can choose for the organization. And it allowed us to implement this based on purchasing it here in the US for our global infrastructure. And it enabled us to work with the engineers here in the US to design the infrastructure and how it would integrate with our current MPLS infrastructure within the organization. And then also putting together a migration path from our current on-premise solution to the hosted solution. So basically the features and functionalities, the breadth of knowledge and expertise that West IP has in this particular area definitely gravitated us towards West IP over some of the other vendors that we took a look at. Basically, the process to migrate to the HCS solution was very painless. We did notify a lot of our employees that we were migrating our IP telephony solution, but a lot of individuals didn't even realize we were migrating it to the cloud. West IP did a great job in project managing the IP telephony implementation and the solution from start to finish. Basically, they had a project manager assigned to the project, and that person worked with us throughout the entire project and worked with us by having weekly meetings, making sure that that individual got the engineers involved when necessary, and made sure that all the transitions from each of the office migrations went very smoothly. On a day-to-day basis, I don't have to worry about the email, the SharePoint, the IP telephony solution that we currently have in place because it's managed by a third-party vendor, and it's definitely managed with a lot of talent and the ability to resolve the solution very effectively compared to the on-premise solution. With our collaboration suite of IP telephony tools, we're able to integrate our IP telephony solution with WebEx, along with we're just starting to use the Jabber client on our IP phones and on our desktop solutions. So it's enabled us to utilize these technologies in a collaborative way and in a unified way rather than having multiple individual applications to perform the same functions. The benefits of us going to the cloud is being able to scale the organization with the technology that we wanted to implement as we added new employees to the organization, to be able to complement our technology personnel that we have on staff currently with a third-party vendor, cloud provider, to provide that expertise and bring that into the organization was very critical. The ability to upgrade our equipment as years went along so that we can be on the latest technologies at a much faster pace than we're able to do on-premise.